coat of mayonnaise. I was so, bitch, that shit had me crying.
Boss at main entrance.
I went on break impromptu. I went on break impromptu. Sorry. I know it really wasn't a planned break.
Let me stop this bullshit because y'all gonna try to say I'm weird. But the shit was so sickening.
Okay, Donald Trump. you know, he made fun of that journalist. But I know you talking about a character, you know. Girl, I think you put your hands up. But that's what he was. Put your hands down.
That was the first time I saw Sean Penn.
But like you said, he played the shit out of her.
Bitch, he played the shit out of that damn
Mentally
challenged. He played the shit out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn. I was like, yo. And then the other lady, that played
I don't think I saw that. I remember it, but I don't think I saw it.
yeah.
Nice ride. That's gotta be a limited edition. We going to that swinger party this
I
week?
got a pig.
Go ahead, let me get the clip. Let me get the clip. Girl, your ass is war ready. It's what? War. Don't you stay down. And that man ain't no ass like that. That man ain't your ass like that.
Shop for the hottest new fashions at the casino store.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay.
Hello.
It is.
Good luck.
How can we be so... The teacher gave you a really hard book.
Yeah, he's pretty upset. Asked me a lot of questions. I think his age influenced it.
Tell us that you
Did
left
you
it
move
on
some of the
huge
money in your
shoes.
other account to cover
Write
your
it up.
losses?
And then if you actually get comforted, they will want to know ever something that
You better do something right or you're fired.
our concern is what happens when we turn
Never
8. I
happen.
thought it would be in the best interest of the child to remain in the home, and I order her detained. Why would you be going home with me? I look at the wall, I choose the word that goes on the student medical. Okay, so let's go in about 5 minutes. We're going to run back to the ambulatory hour. I'm sorry that you're being tired. But you don't like that. You have to fight for her. You don't know her. Fight for her. You think your baby is so terrible. It's nothing that you think and it matters to me. What makes you think you can raise a 7-year-old? Every parent has those moments. A 10-year-old. Moments where the task is so unbelievably challenging. A 13-year-old. years. More advanced studies. It's about patience. I worry that I've gotten more out of this from you. And it's about listening.
Go. I think you've done great.
Where did the Dakota Fanning go?
No one is going to want to admit that anything happened here. According to my sources, well, Mr. Percival won't be successfully bidding on any government contracts if he can't stop himself from being robbed. He'll be fine. Just going to require a little bit of finesse. 2 teams, chopper crew, ground crew. All of you will be flying in together. Ground crew is going to jump into the labs, set off the EMP, make their way toward the information we're after while the power is down. Chopper crew holds position in the air, deals with incoming security teams. Once the ground crew has what we're after, you coordinate an evac and meet my contact with the file. Are we clear? So remember, if we never meet again, we never met at all. I love you all, which is why it's best we pretend that nothing happened. And if it did happen, it wasn't me, and it wasn't me because I was never here. Stay strong. I love you all. Love you. And that's how we don't get caught doing naughty things.
That is not what you want.
Is waiting where you left it, just north of the Alamo Sea. You're all flying in together, so you've all got to get over there. I want this operation over and forgotten about as quickly as possible, so the amount you are paid will depend on how fast it's done. I hope money's a good motivator for you. Specialized equipment for the mission. 1. Night vision goggles. When we trigger the EMP, the lights go out and you'll need to be able to see. 2. Rebreather. You're going out through a cooling tunnel. The rebreather's compact and it'll give you enough oxygen to make the surface. 3. Flare gun. When you make the beach, shoot a flare and the chopper crew will fix your coordinates. 4. Parachute for the drop. 5. Special carbine with suppressor. 6. Pump shotgun with suppressor. 7. Grenades. 8. Sticky bombs. 5 through 8 you should be familiar with already. Pilot, gunner, here's what you're carrying. Parachutes, just in case. Grenades, just in case. And sticky bombs, just in case. And we're giving you night vision goggles too. Okay? Alright. You know as well as I do, this operation is the product of hundreds of man-hours and millions of dollars. Unless you believe in string theory and an infinite multiverse, this is our only shot at this. All that work, all that money, for everything, or nothing. That's a lot of pressure for...
Where did the Dakota Fanning go? Like,
What's it gonna be today? I've got faith in you.
She stopped
As
asking.
much as you can have faith in a
I know
ragtag
she
bunch of
did.
reprobates, hastily assembled and
It's the
motivated
most
solely
people
by their
the
greed.
part of the Vittori.
Well, their greed and their bloodlust.
What is that? The
You don't talk
Vittori
much.
kid? Huh?
Probably don't listen either. But you're effective tools. Let's see
This is the part
if
she
you
was
can
in
plug
the
one last hole for me.
And,
Be my
the last thing I remember she was in
It's time.
what was the movie with her, Alicia Keys? I forgot she was in that. I really did. No. She was in Foot. There's a little Buzz. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the Secret Line of the Beat. That's what I'm talking about. Where did she in Buzz? She was in The Watcher. Yes, The Watcher. That's me. Yes, The Watcher. Yes, she was in that. Yeah. Okay. Girl, who's the mother? Oh, she was in Equal. Isn't that the she was in Man on Fire. What that was? Somebody on. Yeah, but that was years ago. She was in there. That was Twilight. You know, you got into those type of sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, you know, really like all the only thing I can do there. I like rom-coms. I like action in there. I like rom-coms. That's too big. Nathan said she was white, but then I looked at her. No, that's not true. I like that. That's true. That is definitely true, bitch. That is definitely true, girl. I didn't know she was still working. I know she had made her money and went on.
She's all
What she was going to do? How much do you think she would be willing to do? Well, I mean, she was a child. Well, you made $1 million investment for working. You made 1.2 million. How long did you girl, what are you talking about?
Okay,
You
here
have
we
to
go.
go to work.
Pilot's taking the controls. Aerial gunner gets first choice of position. Side-facing minigun placements are in the rear. High count explosive rounds in the co-pilot's seat. Keep in mind there's a longer fire return interval on that one. Ground team, you take the last 2 positions in the bird and you get ready to jump.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I make. I'm gonna make that sound right. I got a prostate. I got to make this. I'm sure. Did you let me get old and shit? You know, you got to tell them. Right. That's right. I got this express. Okay.
Okay, and now, fly out to the lab and gaining altitude. No need to be high for the ground team to hit their drop zone, and for your bird's electrics to be clear of the EMP. When you're above the lab, we trigger the pulse. Power down there goes out, and the ground team can jump. Our chopper team will hold position above the lab, trying to stop the ground team getting swamped inside.
What did that sit up and talk about people in the training? Why do they feel like they got the post? I mean, and it's like y'all not used to it. Just that too. Yeah. Got all that abortion to go around how to be. They gotta make sure they
Okay.
Triggering the EMP. Get ready to jump.
I love my doctor. I do. I love my
Clear to
doctor.
drop.
A
Go.
male, female. He's a male. He's a black man. I love my doctor. That's your primary? I love him. Bitch, I put my titties right right. I be like, and I need you to up my nose. I need you to up my nose to hormones. My titties scary. And what else? Okay. Is he older guy? No, he's younger. Yeah. Probably younger than most.
Ground team. Time to switch to
Tell
night
that.
vision.
He's younger than you. He's not in his 40s yet. I'm not in my 40s. But you almost. You got a moment. No, you got a moment. Your moment. I got 3 more years. Yeah, 3 days.
Okay, ground team, let's go.
Yeah,
Close the doors
I
and get
love
into
him.
the
I
lab.
for a very short time. I will call him and I'm very. Yeah. I mean, that's what you should do with your dog. And probably, I think I just think
All we need is being stored in a research
about
station in the
Twitter.
center of the facility.
Oh, for real?
Quickly get to the lab and get us that data.
So the crime behind it. We be keeping here. That is it. But see, I called him. He's not part of the community. I don't think so.
Looks like some systems are
Trying
running
to be
under
part of the
pressure.
community. You know, I don't want to be looking at my doctor doing that. You know, I'm single. Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at my doctor like that. I might be able to get you some services for free. Oh, all my services are free. I don't make enough money to pay for my all of my services are free. I don't make enough money. Right. And $11,000 a year, how can I afford them? Right. On that Obamacare. Okay. Girl. Still on Obamacare, honey. I know you all want to call it, what's the other shit they call it? When they don't want to call it Obamacare? Affordable Care Act. Oh. But it's still Obamacare. No, actually, I don't have Obamacare. Madison Hinton, thanks this. Where do you work? RD Multimedia Group Incorporated. Well, that's so great. We can talk about something. We almost got speakers.
But now I'm definitely here from another Georgia. I ain't from the United States, man. I'm from Atlanta.
All right, let's talk.
Georgia, my love. We love you. Oh, thank you. We love you in Canada. Yeah, I love y'all too in Canada. I love y'all too. Like, I just love y'all too. But y'all president need to get together, honey. Cause he talking about shitting out lights and stuff, girl. Girl, why you want to shit out the light for? Come on now, you can't be doing that. Y'all president need to get together, honey. No shade. Y'all president need to get together. Cause baby, yeah, but I am done eating.
Um, there are many things wrong with that video. No, it's not. We're just going to talk about the truth. Stand account over here. Have you ever met him? No. I'm a fan of Shamar. I want to Shamar. You were bumping his music last year. Sure was. While we was on the road. Oh, it's my friend. Oh, my enemy. You downloaded it? Yes. Yes, she did. Okay. Yes. That's nice.
Now I won't come out to no concerts and stuff like that.
I don't know if he's having concerts.
Well, I'm just telling you, if he does, I'm not coming out to no concert. But I put his stuff in not obscure places. Not obscure. What's the other word? What are those dangerous places? That suspicious. Give me more words, Craig. Give me more synonyms. The places that I don't go.
Listen,
Craig, give me more synonyms.
I'm not fooling with
For
you.
places that I don't go. What is it? Auspicious, suspicious.
There were many things unsafe. How about that? There were many things that were wrong in that video, but I just want to focus on two.
Come on.
Did Atlanta, Georgia move from the United States? He said he's from Atlanta. He's not from the United States.
I'm not from the United States. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. So did we move the state?
Well, I kind of understood what Siobhan was saying because I'm from Dade County. I'm not from Florida.
But you're from the United States, though.
But I'm not from Florida.
Okay, but he said the United
I'm
States.
from Dade County. So I got what he was saying.
Well, you see, I didn't. And then the other thing, he said, Canada, your president. They don't have a president in Canada. They have a prime minister, but they don't have a president.
But this is the same person who said Donald Trump. He a Trump supporter, right? Trump. Yeah. Oh, he Trump support Trump? I don't know. What did he even vote? I wonder who would play Shabar in his documentary. So you playing now? No, I want to know his life story. Who do you think he played on it?
So, this guy's meeting you off the Western Highway just before Toledo Bay. You got any friends who totally Okay, slight change of plans. So, it would appear that some of Avi's paranoia might have been somewhat justified. Our call got picked up, they came after him, and he ran. Now he's holed up in a hut on some small island off the coast, surrounded by about 20 government agents. As much as I'd love to hang him out to dry, he's our only shot at this. And well, it's kind of our fault, so... So, I'm sending you to a rental place on Innocento Road. Pick up some sea sharks and get out to the island. You know what would be nice? If the people who could do difficult things weren't difficult people. The best muscle I ever worked with eats people. Ugh. The best crew leader couldn't stop lying. Best signal guy communes with animals. The best logistics person is so good at logistics, she predicts crime for the feds, the rat. And me, I'm the best hacker I know. Me. Sweaty palms, filthy mind, filthier hard drive, me. What hope do we got? Not much. I just want to meet someone who can shut up, follow orders, and do a job really well. Is that too much to ask? Screw humanity and its imperfections. We're all androids and algorithms. We can download a patch for them. Ideally, I'll be able to download the patch onto the problem people having identified their problems. She won't date me. He stole my homework. Daddy doesn't love me. But really, it's all the same. Yeah. Well, how's your sea shark trip? Enjoying yourselves? Any real sharks out there? That'd be an unfortunate way for this to end. So, Avi's not gonna come out of his hut until all the cops are gone. Gone, you understand? You might not want to let him know you're there till you've got it in hand. Oh yeah, and you're gonna need a boat to get him off the island. But I'm guessing the cops won't need theirs when you're done with them. Right? Nowhere to run!
never should have stuck my head out. It was cool. Don't answer the phone to Lester Crest. All right, all right. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I see.
You know, I said there was a small window? Well, that window is closing. If you don't get Armin Page soon, the transponder's gonna lock, and all this will be for nothing.
Crest, you asshole! I know his secrets. I know where the bodies are buried. I see. How do I smell? Don't squish me! Give me my soul back. I don't want to be roadkill. Shoot me in the head before they take me. You gotta destroy the brain, or they'll bring it back to life in a jar. I haven't spent this long in another person's company since that hour.
be clear. Get the hermit out of his hut and go.
Oh, never should have stuck my head out. It was cool. Don't answer the phone to Lester Crest. All right, all right. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I see.
You know I said there was a small window? Well, that window is closing. If you don't get Bobby to page soon, the transponder's gonna lock, and all this will be for nothing.
Lester Crest, you asshole! I know his secrets. I know where the bodies are to be. Agent! You're an agent! Jesus! I don't like it! I see. That's why I don't drive.
A documentary.
Shoot me in the head before they take me. You got Shoot me in the head before they take me. You gotta destroy the brain, or they'll bring it back to life in a jar. I haven't spent this long in another person's company since that owl died last spring. Man, he cooked good.
my enemy. Get out my friend.
That's why I don't drive.
We can take tomorrow. I'll take it.
I live with Shimano. Where you?
I wish you'd left me alone. I didn't do it.
Yeah, Shimano have a lot of. No.
Not exposed
In
to
all
myself.
seriousness, I really would like for him to get proper management or, like a team that can really help him.
Shimano's a star. Right.
But that's what I'm saying. He needs proper guidance.
I personally think that Shimano's a star. I think that she's a star. I think Roland Ray is a star. Of course, Santana is a superstar.
Why would you put Santana in the category?
Well, because they're very social. They're huge social. And
But those other two people don't even have music. I mean, they have music, but they don't have music like Santana got music. I don't understand why you wrapped him up in there.
Yeah, they know. Santana is a huge. Santana leads the pack of people.
I don't even think he in the category with them.
Oh, like you think he's a man.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think he leads the pack of being like they're stars.
I built their receiver.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, they said, no, we don't understand what you're saying.
They do understand.
I'm just saying, like, when I think of a Rolling Ray and a Shamar, I don't necessarily think of
A star?
no. I do think that they're social media stars for sure.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like they're social.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I don't think of Santana like this.
I think
I
Santana.
know he started in social media.
That's what I'm
What I'm
saying.
saying, I still don't feel like, yeah, he did start in social media, but I don't feel like I would not be able to say that.
I don't mean in the
One, they have
category
special needs.
I don't mean that in the category like that. I mean that they're social stars.
Yeah?
Like they're social stars. And they grew. And Santana is definitely commercial now.
Yeah.
Said Miss Netta than my social star. I think that. I think that they're stars. I think that who else?
Run when I had the chance.
Who else?
What's the one that? That kid that you know your
Terry Jones? Terry Jones is definitely a star. Terry Jones. I have kids. Listen, let me tell you when you know that you are bitch, when your influence is crazy.
Respect to the law.
Oh, that bitch.
She's
Oh,
a
that
social
bitch.
media star.
Let me tell you.
Oh, not
Netflix. Yeah, listen, I want y'all to understand something. There's some people that got in.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I don't know if I'm on target or not. She seems like she might be a little slow, or she's medicated.
Nothing. Yeah,
Like she seems like she's on some sort of medication.
Santana is an artist, but Santana is also a star. Like there are some artists that are not stars. There are some artists that are not stars.
Like who?
Like who?
Tell me in my ear. Wait, you saying like artists that you don't think are stars?
Like they don't have it. Like they're just artists,
Singers, rappers.
and they're a group of them. There's groups of them that I'm like.
If I name some, would you say?
I'll probably choose my thing in a way you'll know.
Okay, we start with rappers.
We can do it all.
Are these social media stars?
Yes.
Well, I like.
I think probably like song.
Okay.
They can be from every genre, not just LGBTQ.
Okay. We just talking about singers and rappers.
Everything.
Actors too.
Yeah.
They're putting names in there. Want me to put them up?
Ice Spice. You're not human.
I know.
You think she's a star?
No. I think she's an artist.
They said someone. I'm gonna put it up there. Bambi.
I think she's an artist. I mean, is she an artist?
No, was she on one of the reality shows?
Okay. She's entertaining.
Are we clear? Get the hermit out of his hut and go.
Can she cross over outside of? No.
Never should have stuck my head out.
I don't think that she's a star at all.
Don't answer the phone to Lester Crest.
No.
All right.
At all.
Let's go.
No. I can easily answer those no. I have to give it 85. Summer Walker. I think she's an artist.
I don't think she's a star.
Get out of here.
I think she's an artist.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn's a star.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Tiana is a star. Tiana can cause commotion, and she can clean up and get on that. And she's pretty, and she's ratchet. But I've also seen her in different spaces. So yeah, I think Tiana's a star. Yes.
Just hilarious.
No. And not because I don't like her, because I don't like her. I don't like her. But I think that I don't think that she's funny. I've never really found her funny. I think that she's an artist in her realm. Sorry.
Okay. Don't say it, right, Jay?
I've worked with Ray J, and Ray J is funny.
The question is he a star? My answer is no.
And he gives me more of a producer.
So your answer is no.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish.
No. I think her and Jeff are like in the same space for me. Like I like Tiffany, but I never really found her thing. But I think that she's an artist. You understand what I'm saying? She knows how to do her job. Her job. We're gonna talk about that, but I think that she's an artist. I don't know her to be a star. Like I'm not gonna show up. Like I'm not gonna.
You're not buying a ticket.
No. Honest to God, I think Edie is a star.
I think she is too.
Edie is a star. Yeah.
She figured out how to walk in her star.
Yeah.
Candy.
I think that Candy is an artist.
I don't think Candy's a star either. I think she's an artist. I think she's a producer.
I think she's an artist. I think she's a business.
Yes. Yeah. I get that. All right. What's the girl? This favorite, Kirk Frost, Rashida. Now, see, I don't know her, but I've seen her out before. She gives me some stars. It's something like she gives me something.
She gives you an artist.
Perhaps, but because like she dressed her ass up. Like I love the way that woman.
And she's beautiful.
She is.
But she's an artist.
K. Michelle, this man.
I think that K. Michelle is a star. Because even if she wasn't singing, you got to look at it, what they wasn't doing.
Correct.
Even if she wasn't singing, I'll watch her. And I'm actually intrigued by her country. I think her voice is. I like her voice. She's probably done made me mad on some shit she done said, and then I'm like, oh bitch, I still like her though. I like, you know, it's like that. It's
Yeah.
Bitch, Big Dang. I would look at Big Dang. I don't know. I'll watch Big Dang go across the street. I think Shaquana is the star.
But I also think that Chicago can come in and add flavor to something. And she's funny.
She's funny.
She's funny. That bitch should come in and add flavor. Like, that bitch is funny. And she's a king. I would want to see her do something.
Really cool.
I think Billy Porter's a party.
Laverne Cox.
I think Laverne Cox. Well, Laverne is multi-faceted. So, I think Laverne is talented.
Look at Dominique Morgan. Is that Dominique Morgan? You're playing at such stage.
I think Laverne is talented. I've told Laverne this on countless times. I think that Laverne somewhere positioned somewhere talented.
Yeah, that's Dominique.
Yeah, I think Laverne should be positioned somewhere talented. I think Laverne is extremely smart.
Do you think she's a star?
I think she's smart, yes. But I think that I've seen Laverne act. I've seen Laverne sing. I've seen Laverne host. I want to see Laverne in politics. Like, I want to see Laverne like there making change.
Legislation.
Legislation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I'd like to see her in a political position.
They just had a name that came across here, and I was going to ask, and I can't remember. They were asking in the comments, is Sophia a star?
Yeah.
Sophia definitely does.
Yes. Sophia is a star. And I think Sophia is a star that didn't really get an opportunity to blossom how she should have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she's an untapped
talent.
Yes.
I don't have the Pacific Standard Frequency here. I don't have my tools.
Quad.
That convenient.
Quad is entertaining, yes.
Some tools. Come on.
Yes. Quad is a talent.
Let's go meet you back at your place.
It's like,
you remember she was the last show that we did when we was on the Queen's Supreme Court.
Come in there and they can shift the dynamics of the room.
Yeah. You know, that was, do you remember that was the last show that we did? Queen's Supreme Court. That was right going into COVID.
Yeah.
That was the very last in-person show that we did at the other house.
Glorilla? Yes. I think Glorilla is an artist and a star.
What about Lotto?
I think Lotto is an artist.
I think so too.
Because being like a star, like, I'm not gonna. For me, and this is my opinion. Mm-hmm. For me,
got some cool stuff here for you. Got pretty much everything in here.
Do we know each other?
Am I going to watch a show with Lotto?
Right, yeah.
Would I watch a show with Lotto? Where's she going? Beat Mama. Beat. Huh?
Okay, what about
Doja Cat. I think Doja Cat is an artist.
damn, somebody they had something.
And I think Glorilla is an artist.
So you don't think Glorilla is a star?
Yes.
Okay.
She's multifaceted too. Like I'll watch something with her because it's like I like the way she talks. I like the way she.
I don't like this.
No, I like the way she talks because she's very touchy.
Oh my God, it grinds my ear. Beautiful, beautiful.
But you see, but you watch it, you see what I'm saying.
No, I didn't. She just happened to come across the screen. And she is, but I just, yeah. Mary J. Blige, I think is definitely a star.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah, are we going to watch anything over outside of things? Are we going to watch it from outside? I mean, she's an actress too.
You know, she's doing her New York show.
She's an actress. But are we going to watch a song to me? Like, I'm going to engage in this tonight.
Okay, the Brad.
I think that the brat is very, she comes out of her shell. Or sometimes she gets the shell. But the brat is very slight. Yeah, yeah.
I think Judy is definitely. I get stuck with Judy's picture. Yeah. Check the out.
Yeah. Interesting. She was a social star before she
He's an
was
artist.
famous big artist. She was a social star. Like people were following her. That's her. And I robbed you. So yeah.
Somebody did say Mary J was really good in Umbrella. I mean,
Will I watch her personally?
I would. Because I'm hoping that she's more interested than she appears to be. Because Mary is dry as hell.
So that means the artist.
But I think that if I...
Like, I'm not going to engage in.
Yeah, Mary seems very stressed and sad.
You said Tokyo yes, she's a star. And it's no shame.
She is a star.
It's no shame.
No, that's on it.
Yeah, it's no shame. Stop holding it. From there, she like me.
Somebody said something.
No tea, no shame. I'd like you to understand that that's true. If y'all can really get into the tea, that is something to look at. Yeah. When you came into that kid, you got it.
Excuse me, Fred.
And I was doing like this. And I look at say, I told
It was somebody that said in the comments. Oh, they asked about Kanye.
I think Kanye is like,
I think Kanye is.
I think the song, the talent. Would I watch his life? Yeah. I'd like to see how he maneuvers because Kanye is very. Can we speak to you? I'm waiting. Target is very sheltered from Target one shelter from color, black people. That's why I would watch it like. And I would like to see him maneuver. But see, that's the thing. And he could be very well watched right now. But I don't, even after the came with it that time and I said to him, it is incumbent upon us who are in give opportunities to black people to wait to do that. And it's still follows on Instagram, and it's still very wide. All those people are not. But those are his friends, and those people those are people he likes, and those are his friends. And maybe some people don't want to kick it because they feel like they need to bring that shit back to the shop. That's how they feel that. Come on. Billy Porter. I want to catch Solid Tank. I heard enough to make it. I want to catch Solid Tank. I want to know about how you let people on you Billy Porter and stuff. She's an artist. She is engages not to me. Like when she made that, when she got on the top and she made that, take the head close like that. Yeah, see, all that is just performance. Performance is that. It's like that. Go ahead. This is already told him. So I just said, I was just like, we talked about it here before. Oh, maybe you told me to try. Yeah. I'm not going to spread that. Yeah, so, and I was like, it's not spread that about that. I'm not going to use that. Thank you, whoever just said that. The name was not really sure. I didn't see it. But thank you, TV. Stevie Palmer is definitely a star. Gary. He's a star. Cardi B, they asked. Yes, of course. Cardi B is a star. No. Just a she have balls. Like she have balls. I have balls. Jennifer Hudson. From watching her television show, her talk show, I don't know. I think that she's a talent. Oh. I think she's a talent. Well, where is she going with these glasses? Greg, why did you tell her? What is this? Like, why would you put that jacket on with that interesting collared shirt? Like, clearly that shirt has a shoulder out, and it has a neck and a collar. Like, why would you put that jacket on like that? Right? They filming outside or inside of the building? But my thing is this. Like, what? It's like the black I understand why she's dressed like that. And I think like, for the life of me, I think about her and like, is she too old lady or something? Some people they like, but they have exactly what they. All of those other women all of those other women besides Tiffany Haddish,
I just.
Sanaa Lathan, and who else did he date? Sanaa Lathan. Erica Badu, Serena Williams, Angela Rye. They're all different. Did he date Taraji? They never dated Taraji. That's something I think he dated Taraji. Did he have one wig? That Erica Badu is something fortunate. You're right. Everybody that dates her, that's of course everybody that dates her. I thought he did date Taraji. He didn't date Taraji. That's of course he did. If you don't believe this, you can't believe this. Everybody got something on her side.
They said he did take Taraji. Yeah. But yeah, everybody
Hey, you know I wasn't sure about bringing Richard today. Ain't nobody want a third wheel. Unless there's a hell of a driver behind it. But you got something, you know? No bullshit. No questions. Exactly what we need. And you can't be saying we don't look after you, right? We all get rich here. Just the way it should be.
Oh, they say he dated Regina Hall.
She might be 50. Let me see how old she is. She might be right at 50, but she's back. She is. She is fine. Yeah. Let's see, Regina Hall age.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Let me see. Okay. She's 54.
Christian King.
But not a star.
I think it can start shooting, but one of those types of people, because I've gotten to see it in personal space, it's very timid.
Oh, no. Well, that's why because she's so young. Well, not really. That's it? I thought he was older. You think this is sliding? See, I don't see it.
Because it's a
The way my cat looked at me.
It's the girl.
You doing?
None of the other projects had
Gotcha.
it stopped at
Let me see.
And that's centipede.
Oh, that was Donna Ross, I'm saying. Right. What was that? One more time. Charlemagne. Once upon a time, I why? You sorry for that wing on the day? Yes, you did. Kevin Gates is interesting. Yeah, I do. Yeah, because like I've seen him just sit and talk about random shit, and it pulled me in. They're like, "What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?" I just want to open them. So they asked him about Funky Dineva. They put it on there 19 times. I think that Dineva is a star, but I think Dineva is very much so. There are things that Dineva don't want. Like Dineva does not want to be. I think Dineva hasn't actually.
What?
Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah.
Like no, I
Like
think
open up and embrace it all.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that because I don't think it's just not the thing that I don't think that he's one.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in Dineva's ear. That's why he's doing that cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said, Dineva, I think that you should. There's so many things that I spoke to Dineva that I feel that if you apply this, you do this. And he's like, bro, I don't want all that. I don't want to. Then when you get a taste, it's like, bitch, I want to do this.
Right. Well, remember when we first toured the Queens Supreme Court and we went to Dominican Republic? It was him, you, and
You good?
Lynn Spirit.
Yes.
Dineva didn't think that it could work.
Yeah.
Dineva was like, I don't think that people are going to pay to come out of the country to see a Queens Supreme Court show. And like, and I'm not saying that we started this whole social media thing where people tour, but I don't really know nobody who was doing it before us. Do you?
Yeah. People
Were
doing
they?
it. Yeah, they were doing it.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, I know now he does Down to the Bar. You got a lot of social media people who are now doing like shows and these tours in these different cities.
Yeah, but it's beyond that. Like Dineva's very engaging.
Mm-hmm. Yo, he is.
And like he's intellectually engaging.
He's smart.
And when he gets into that rare form, bitch, like
I missed that part.
bitch, when he gets into that raw form like that, that's one of those things that's just like it's just over, you know. And so I was like, yes, I do feel.
I love his perspective on things. Like his perspective is usually.
I like when he's intellectual, but I like when.
Alright, here we go. Let's get this crime spree started. Pick your first target and start driving. I already got Kay on the line.
What up, though?
We sent you the location of the fleeces. Hit him in whatever order you want.
Y'all drive like the bad motherfuckers I know you are. You're gonna be in the next bank before they even know you out the last one. But look out. They marked the bill so we won't be spending that cash. Let the client deal with laundering that bullshit.
Any signal jammers you got on the banks will delay the alarm making the call to 5-0. That'll keep them writing driving citations while you out there making bank. Literally.
All right, the police on their way, fool. You better start hauling some ass.
Remember, you got them thermal charges if any bullshit get in your way. Blow the hinges off of something. Fuck it.
You there? Fill them bags and bounce. Tick-tock, motherfuckers, tick-tock.
he sets when he cuts all that loose.
Uh-huh.
I love a great intellectual because there are times when we done got on the phone and we be talking or whatever, and we intellectually get stuff, and I be like, girl, let's talk like we for the sidewalk.
Right.
Let's talk like we for the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You know, and then we turned that on and we did really get into it, you know. And he's also told me like, Master, I really didn't have no trans friends like that. I've learned a lot. Like
The last thing I said, yeah.
Frank, do you think I'm a son?
Yeah. Oh, God. Yes. I mean, I felt like that when I first met you.
Yeah, especially when I came to your house and I fell on the floor.
Like you did the other day.
Yeah, I came to Frank's house and I fell on the floor.
But you didn't see it because we weren't on video.
But you heard it.
Absolutely.
And
it was on the podcast.
And I said, don't take that out.
Right. You sure did.
Don't take that out.
You sure did.
And I think, God, I'm going to say this. Oh, don't you listen? The other day we were taping. We were taping for the T.S. Mansion Starter House project. And the girl was interviewing me and she said something, and I said, they pointed out, like, it was like, maybe you're on the spectrum. You know? Yeah. And I said, I gave it some more. Said that. One of the interviewers was talking about something. And I said, why would they say that? Well, because I was like, people, like, you don't notice the tits?
Like what? That you got a lot of tits.
You notice them.
But which ones you talking about?
I don't know. Like, we were talking, and there was a lot of stuff going on. And then I was looking at actors doing something to Bo, and Bo.
I sometimes think that you may have ADD. Because your concentration and focus is shot, dude.
No, I actually just completely focused.
No, sometimes.
No, sweetie.
Sometimes. Like sometimes.
Yeah. Sweetie, when you think that I'm not focused, I've gathered it all. But it's just a women, I'm like, bro, I'm about to explode, so I need to focus. I need to shift. Because I'm on the verge of popping. And so then I said, well, maybe, the lady said, well, maybe it's the rest. And I said,
no, that's not. You know, because Tourette's, you just have outbursts. No, you just don't know, bitch. Tourette's is like, nah, bitch. The bitch. It's like they just yelling random shit out. Now, I ain't never seen her do that.
I'm like, what is that? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not Tourette.
That's a part of it.
I mean, it is a tick, but it ain't Tourette. You know what I mean? Because you won't be like, fuck you, Daddy. Like, you'll just say dumb. But again, it's right. She'll do that random shit like that, but it's not Tourette. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, Daddy. Like, you'll just, like, she'll just make dumb noise. It may be on a close cousin to Tourette.
Because I be looking at her like, where the hell that from? And she be like, it's my Tourette. And I'm like, no, Daddy, that's not. You just don't do it.
They said, Carlos King, is he a song?
Yeah. Wait a minute, they said I can control it. I'm trying. And I think before we started, I think it was because there was so many people. And what did you say? I'm not a kid. What is Jimmy?
What you do? That's what you be doing.
What is neurodiversity?
That. Exactly fuck that.
Oh my God, what does that mean?
They said,
what is that?
Moment 3.
Yeah. Well, I need to try to find out what
neurodivergent. Okay, here it is. It says, what is considered neurodivergent refers to differences in how people's brains function, learn, and process information, encompassing conditions like autism,
ADHD, dyslexia, and others, and is seen as a natural variation in human cognition. What are symptoms? Um, it can vary greatly depending on the specific condition. Difficulty with social interactions, heightened anxiety, sensitivity to sensory points, and challenges with focusing or staying still. Kind of the last part.
No, it was so much stuff going on in the house. So many people.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, you know,
Right.
it's just that.
Before the interview started.
Right.
Right before the interview.
It's like, and the camera came on, both things, and I was like, so the girl looked at me, she was like,
And then she was like,
and then she had her own camera.
And then I was like, that's her Tourette. And I was like, that's her Tourette.
Somebody says stemming is
Back in the building is where it's always
stemming is self-soothing, repetitive moving unconsciously when you're overstimulated too, and when you're overstimulated.
I don't know. But I just found it. I ain't gonna say I just found it out, but I've been telling you both. I was like, bitch, I got the red. That's not the red. And I was like, well, and when that girl pulled her camera out, she had your camera. And she said, what's and I was like, what are you talking about? And I feel like there's something replay. And her camera came on. And she turned her camera. It was one of those little things, those little ones. It was like a little, and that shit turned it was spinning. It started spinning around. And the more it spin, I was doing like this. I was spinning with it like, maybe that's when I do my shoulder like this.
Right.
Just one more bacon, we can wrap this shit up, y'all.
Right. But no, I don't think that that's correct.
You ain't gonna let no raggedy ass police cruiser pull up on you.
You at the bank? Hit that shit and we on to the next.
Come round here. Come round here, baby. Let me lay these titties back. I'm sweating already.
I mean, he has all type of tightness in this way.
I'm sweating already. Pop, 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 pop.
Well done, y'all. We did good.
We banked
I just so
It's a fucking shame we can't
We
spend
got
none of
older.
these notes. You know
What
they
happened?
I would
Yeah,
have laid
oh,
these bitches
you
out on
bitches
my
think
sheet.
that you
Me and
feel
my
good.
girl, shit, we would have had a
The
good
body's
ass
gonna be
time.
motherfucking goddamn
I got some
like
bands in the safe.
in there.
We gonna have plenty
Not
fun
everybody,
anyway.
not everybody can have a test like
Nah,
yours,
you
Greg.
talking, baby girl.
Girl, don't
Okay, once we get to those onion money launders, we're gonna cut this call dead. Don't you be calling us for a while, alright?
What do you mean?
And make sure you don't roll up on my man with any heat on you. That'll kill the mood and this whole deal.
That's Greg gonna let you down. I know jiggle like that. That's Greg gonna let you down those eucalyptus plants.
You gotta head to the drop with the cash.
There's no sunflower seeds,
Sounds like
bitch.
5-0. Every motherfucking thing to stop you.
We got this.
Let you know those eucalyptus plants. What am I eating, girl? Because this is place with no sunflower seeds. What's
Yo,
mother
how you
cat?
doing with that heat? Keep shaking them off.
Hey, babe. You gonna tell us about that dude who put us on to this? What beef you got with Bree?
Get that. He caught his wife getting her back blown out by the boss. And then the motherfucker fired his ass.
Oh,
Now the Scarlet's wiping out half the franchise.
Like what?
State and wanna go.
Like how
But that shit was close.
not that bad.
Motherfucker, alright. I met him
Got it like
at
that.
this like music like
I got that.
And after he get paid out here,
I
I
had
bet you
small
that
eight.
motherfucker be right back. That bitch ordered a bigger motherfucking bottle
That
for his ass.
hey. If
Okay.
I pull up to the drop with
Got
your
it
own
really
niggas,
bad.
lose the worst.
I like them okay on my day.
Motherfucker hit a stack of money
Listen, don't
and
use
gets
no
away with it. You really something else, motherfucker.
I don't like no teeth.
you and me,
Buzz,
we-
baby, buzz.
All we gotta do now is meet the client and give them these motherfucking bills.
Amen to that shit.
Ooh.
Strong finish, y'all.
Hey, babe,
Okay.
you hear that?
What? I don't hear.
Girl, what's up in here?
We also have.
No thank you or nothing. Just smile.
This is a laid back night. Right. We came over here just to have a laid back time with y'all. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I wanted to talk about that one. You want to talk about Carrie? Oh, yeah, let's talk. We can talk about that. You don't want to talk about that? I mean, we can. Like,
Yeah, we didn't do anything. We didn't get any pictures for it, but
yeah, because I thought, because we was really waiting on the story to unfold. We didn't really want to talk about it until it had unfolded. Like, even though it unfolded, but I needed to get it back and forth. What I want to go back and talk about, because we probably can talk about Carrie Hilson.
yeah,
But once it all unfolded and all that type of stuff, because, you know, sometimes when the tea break,
I wanted us to talk about this. Remember that podcast?
Is it which one?
Where they were talking about, they were sitting there, they were talking about a bisexual man or something. Not this one. It was the other one.
oh, that woman. I said,
Remember the girl? She said, "I don't think bisexual is a thing." That one.
yes. I sent it to you.
Right.
Check your text. You know, send it to text. I did send it to you in a text because I was like, girl, we need to discuss this. I did send it to you in a text.
Oh, I wanted to get to that
we'll
too.
get to that.
Yeah, it's in the text, Mo.
Well, you can say it.
Is it the one that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's play it over here.
Because it's a podcast.
We did it.
Right. You see
That.
what I'm talking about.
It's also I like that hentai stuff.
That is not how they sound.
No, it's in the one with me. It might be in there too.
That is not how they talk, man.
Just me and you.
What the fuck?
I know it's in the one with me, you, and Mo.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, I do watch anime though. And anime doesn't sound.
Yes, they do. They do.
That is not how.
I be like, girl, you making all that goddamn noise.
Just because you don't understand what they say, it doesn't mean it sound like that.
Hi.
Really?
Yeah, I've watched One Punch Man. That was
What
Phone does this go to?
it goes to this? But it's because I don't know, girl. Maybe because it's on the Do Not Disturb. See if it come down. Hi.
Just surprised it was the shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it right now.
Put it to the microphone.
Solo Rising. Oh no, Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling. Yes.
All right, y'all ready?
Let's go to
I think bisexual men are cool.
Do you think that it's possible for men to be attracted to men and women?
I think bisexual men are cool.
Why not?
Like, I know I'm super biased with this, obviously, but I just feel like they're gay and straight, especially black men. It's so bad because they want to have to go through so much, and you guys are so limited in what you're allowed to do in your mindset and what the world thinks is acceptable for you. But that's the world that I want to live in.
I told you women are the most homophobic.
You know we are.
Not the men, it's the women, because we are the one that makes y'all feel that way.
I feel like black men, y'all are the top of the mountain. When I see perfection, I'm like, I can't see you bent over.
Is it masculinity?
It's not even that. I just think black men are the best.
But why can't they be the best for each other too?
I think less of white men. I don't care what you do.
So you like to live in your delusional people?
No, let me reside there.
Do you think?
So, it's the age of... Oh. So it's the age-old conversation of whether or not bisexuality exists or not. But one of the women in there said women are more homophobic than men. And that's something that we've said here. You've definitely said it.
I just talked about it at the top of the show.
Right. And so, but I just thought it was very telling that the other woman was like, well, I just don't think that bisexuality exists. You know, I just think that black men are at the top of the food chain or whatever she said.
Well, listen, she sounds very pick-me. Very much so like I'm one of the girls, and you know what I'm saying? You know, I'll save you, daddy, and really my children drown. Right. You know, you're a king.
Right.
I want me a king. I only feel secure if, you know what I'm saying, you said you don't like faggots and trannies. Mm-hmm. Like, now I'm really secure in that you're I'm making you feel secure now. Mm-hmm. I see you raise your voice at a poem. I'm secure in it. I see you say, hey, F around me. Mm-hmm. I see you do a Terrence Howard. I could never take a role like that. Right. But all of those are signs of that's what you got to buy.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, because, again, the ones that are the most homophobic and the most uncomfortable around gay men, those are usually the ones that you have to worry about.
Because it's just like, what the fuck?
Right.
If that ain't your thing,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many dyke trainees I done been around? Mm-hmm. And trainees be fooling out there. Mm-hmm. I be like, look, hey, I see you doing your thing, bitch. I'm still gonna go to these with you and all this stuff. But you know, if you reach the ground, like, no, man, you know,
right.
Go do it out.
Right.
Same thing with your friends. You ain't no boy dyke, is you?
Well, what does that mean?
You a boy dyke?
What does that mean?
You know what you mean? You like other silver to be in.
What?
What you say? You like other silver to be in.
Why you say that?
You don't. You don't like master man. You like master man?
I'm connected to whatever the attraction is, like whatever energy I'm drawn to.
So it could be a film dive. You could do a film dive.
How film? Not like wearing women's clothes and stuff like that.
Also, you transphobic. So you don't want to be no woman type.
What I'm saying is, yeah, I'm trying to the aura and that kind of thing. But no, what I'm saying is, like if it's a gay boy and he's like, you know, eyebrows arched all up, wear makeup.
You don't like that.
I'm not attracted to that. It's not that I don't like it. I'm just not attracted.
You're not a bull diker.
The prince said, don't pay her no mind. So you transphobic. But like,
You know, again, I don't have a problem with that, but in terms of me being drawn to it, like I'm not attracted to a guy who's carrying a purse.
Okay.
But I don't mind a guy who has some soft ways, because we all got soft ways.
So you wouldn't want no titties on your bike?
No, not even a Marion.
I don't want no titties on my bike either.
Not even a Marion. Somebody said pressure you attracted.
I'm talking about titties with big nipples.
Right.
Bitch, I don't want that on my back.
Right.
And then I got to feel your hair fall on me like this, your long, lustrous hair. Bitch, get off me. All these men I hear you want to get on top of me, bitch. Bitch, get your bulldagger ass off of me, hoe. All these motherfucking big niggas out here, bitches, you want to climb on me. What your bulldagger ass, bitch? Get your bulldagger, dyke, carpet, big munching ass off of me, bitch. So, Craig.
Yeah.
I was stupid for a while because the majority of the people that I was encountering, I personally felt like that they weren't bisexual. I felt that they were gay people who had encounters with women and wanted to claim bisexuality and say, you know, I'm bisexual, with the majority of people that they've infringed their penis or assholes on have been men.
Mm-hmm.
But after communing with more people, and you see how I did that communing?
Correct.
Communing with more people and understanding that bisexuality can also be monogamous and bisexual.
Correct.
So this means that they can be dating men at a time, then they can be dating women at a time. And I also, because they have dated more men, when they tend to tell women that they're bisexual, what tends to happen is those people get shunned by a lot of those women like that. They're like,
Yeah.
nah, I think that you're gay.
Yeah.
You know? And so it might be a little bit more difficult for them to walk truly and completely in their bisexuality. They have to go with what goes for them first, which is a bag and, or, you know, gay men. And so they tend to be put in the gay box.
So what you're saying is bisexual men may run into challenges being bisexual to date a woman because they may not be willing to entertain them.
Well, because a woman, especially if they find a woman like that attractive, he can't say that, yeah, I'm not bisexual. He can't say that. Or he can say that she's going to tell him, well, you're not.
So then he's relegated to just dating men.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women are going to be like,
Yeah, like, nah, I ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
You know, because I've spoken to some men who said, well, you imagine, you know, the rarity when they're accepting, there are women that accept it. Like when they say, okay, well, I'm bisexual. And oh, okay. Well, I'm cool with that. You know how rare that is for that to happen.
Yeah, it is.
And so I'm not gay. I am bi. Even though you see me date multiple men, or you see multiple men in my inbox, or you see me, I go to parties where there are men there, and like I'm seeking men, but they're seeking me. And when I happen to run into a woman, and I say, hey, I'm bisexual, she's like, you know, so it's hard.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that too. But I do think that in a lot of instances too, there are men who, and not even just men, but I'm just speaking from the experience of the gay men or the men that I know who say that they're bisexual. I do believe in bisexuality, but I do think in a lot of instances in my experience with men who claim to be bisexual often claim bisexuality, but they're really gay. Because on your journey or in your journey to discovering your sexuality and understanding who you are, like I dated women. Like my last girlfriend was in college, but I'm not bisexual. But a lot of men who think that because they once dated women or even had sex with women, on their trajectory to being gay, full-time gay, sometimes think that they're bisexual. And I'm like, well, no, you were just on your way to being a fag.
How true is that? If you run into women like that,
who share those same views and opinions, and it's just like you have to, you can't just be stagnant. You have to say that I'm going to deal with who wants to deal with me. And currently, right now, it's easier for men to deal with me, but I would like to date a woman and a man.
I think that happens too.
I don't want to be monogamous. I want to date a woman and a man.
Simultaneously,
concurrently. I'd like to do that.
But I think that sometimes, and again, this is just an experience that I've had with guys that I know who said that they're bisexual. They'll say, "Oh, I'm attracted to men and women." And I'm like, "Well, in the 10 years that I've known you, you ain't said nothing about a woman. You ain't attempted to date a woman. You ain't turned your head to look at a woman. I see you looking at that. You're going to the club. You know what I mean? You're only entertaining guys." So again, I think sometimes, in some instances, people cling to that because it's a social norm or a societal norm.
What to say I'm bisexual?
I think it's more in vogue to say I'm also attracted to men and women as opposed to just saying I'm just straight.
Well, I'm a heterosexual transsexual.
I know.
I know it's hard for some people out there to fathom that. But get your goddamn bull-dagging hands off of me.
You're right, I'm with Shy. I think both can be true.
It's too many men out here in this world, bro, for you to be attracted. Too many. I'm talking about my trans sisters. Get your goddamn bull-dagging hands off of me, bitch. Why are you still up here with a 13-inch cock bitch and those titties that you're touching? There is a man out there that wants that.
So wait a minute. So because I know that happens too.
It happens a lot. That's bulldagging.
Well, is it bulldagging if maybe one or both don't really? They may be living as a trans woman, but they may not necessarily feel like a woman on the inside.
I don't know what they feel like on the inside, but it's not for me. That's all I can tell them. I don't know what y'all got feeling on the inside, but it's not me.
But see, so somebody said they're lesbians, and so that's what I'm saying. In one scenario, if they believe that they are women, that would be lesbian. But what if? Because we know people who have transitioned to woman, and they don't feel like they're a woman on the inside.
You're talking about Caitlyn?
That's an example.
Yeah.
Non-binary?
No, that's okay. No, let me not get in that because I can't speak for non-binary.
I'm asking.
I can't answer anything that have anything to do with non-binary. I don't want to be
like for example, like the girl you were talking about the other day who transitioned and then wanted to transition back or something. You understand what I'm saying? So suppose it's two trans people, whether it's trans men or trans women, and they're in a relationship, but maybe they don't on the inside feel like the sex that they transition to. I know it's a lot.
Listen,
right?
I only like men. That's it. All that other stuff in between, I don't know what the fuck going on here. And I'm attracted to anatomy.
Right.
I'm just straight up with it. I like men, and I'm attracted to anatomy. I like anatomy.
But not trans men.
I think the trans men are very handsome, very sexy men. But
You're not sexually attracted.
No, because I like the anatomy. I want the anatomy. I want
I agree with that.
And so I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but I know that I like the cock.
Okay, now what if he had his penis done? What's that surgery called? It's called?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to that area yet.
Hey, it's me.
I've never been to that area.
Okay? I ain't gotta tell you this, but you need both hands for this kind of work,
haven't.
you know. Not many big-time real estate investors come through with the money
with
for
the
lease and handle this kind of action too.
I know I don't want to slap.
I mean, I never thought my dumb ass would be doing business from a fucking
like
sky
the
ride.
balls and stuff. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
shit, enough
Yeah.
of thank yous. So what we doing again?
I want the ball. I want the ball.
Right.
So, have you ever seen stuff under a microscope? It's living.
Right.
It's living. Those are souls in there. I need that. I need the soul.
So stay sharp, all right?
The organism.
What's the plan again?
The cells.
Yes.
So, this is the
I
one
need the
time
living
we can be
human
grateful the FIB is
inside of
tracking
those things.
absolutely everything. We get access to their system, we'll know it all.
Transfer this somewhere.
Okay, their HQ
To me.
is totally secure. They won't let you pass the security unless
But
they
I'm not
want you
being,
to
and I'm
pass
not
it.
being,
For like an emergency
they
or
have,
something.
no,
I'm going to
I'm
take a
just
fire
saying,
drill. They use
I
smart systems these
personally,
days, totally
I like anatomy.
Okay.
Right.
I'm very drawn to penis.
Father.
Penis don't make a man, but it helps me enjoy the man I'm with. I like the vein. You know, that thick vein. You know, Mo. I like to see that vein because it's gonna it's gonna command that motherfucker that to ejaculate. It's gonna say, "Shoot, nigga."
What's wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm very
Ridiculous.
yes. That's why I say I need to fuck the first day because you must. I'm not going there.
And you want us to believe that you've only had 4.
Yeah.
How many days have you gone over?
But I haven't fucked on those. That's why I haven't fucked on those days.
You sure about that, man?
Correct.
Okay. Because you just said you got to fuck on the first date.
You must.
So if you saying that,
That's if you want to take it past that. I need to know. If you're gonna, what if the dick size is not like what I like a certain dick size. And if, okay, and then I like say, okay, well, it may not be the dick size that I want. Okay, how does it work? Can we work through something? Can it maneuver through? Because I have a lot of ass. There's a lot. You have to have a certain type of penis to get in there. You have to know what you're doing.
okay, right?
You do. You can't just come to the thing balls. You can't come with balls. You just can't show up with balls.
Can only get you so far.
And balls only get you so far.
Sometimes you gotta do it old school. Yeah, the thing about old school is it's kind of loud. We'll deal with it.
You got to come there, but you also got to come with what God gave you. Now, if God gave you only a certain amount, give me that, but give me all of it. Don't come giving me pieces of it. Don't think that you know what I'm saying? Give me all of that. Give it to me, and give it to me in the form of make it work. Because there have been some big things that I've been like, oh my God.
Listen to a lead something you got to be able to stand out there.
You got to. You got to. I got to be able to bend over. Bitch, I got a belly too. Bitch, I got to be able to lift that belly up and lay it on the bed. And you got to go down in there. Bitch, you need to be in that movement that motherfucker got damn noodles around that I just ate. Go move the noodles, bitch. And if you can't move those noodles, go up. Go up, do something. I don't think that y'all really like. I've had big dick men that I've been like,
You're like, oh, why?
because it's just like, hey,
That's what they be saying to you.
no, I be telling this baby, listen, I am a girl. I like to fuck.
You like all that pounding.
I like to fuck because I got a lot of ass. I like.
So you don't like slow, sensual.
Where do we slow dragging?
You like all that rock fucking. All that.
She wants to fuck. You don't want.
I like to be fucked.
Oh, so you still fuck like you would too.
Those are the best 4 times I've had in my life.
I mean, it's nice sometimes, but sometimes I just wanna.
I need that motherfucker. Bitch, fuck me.
What she say to her and told her, so you have to put love too?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
I like to be fucked. That's what I asked you. I don't like all that. And that's how I know when I've had big dicks and them bitches. But like, oh, stop it.
Really?
Can we not get in the rhythm here?
That can be a rhythm.
Get in the rhythm.
No, that's not the rhythm she wants. She wants the...
Who are you doing this for? You?
Oh, girl.
Are you doing this for you, honey? Yes, Craig. But I mean a big dick. I said, oh my God.
So, any foreplay?
Yeah, you can suck me up and stuff like that. And I can suck it. But, bitch, when we get the bucket, like, girl, why are you Rolexing me? Why you got this? Hey, Mr. Why don't you love this party down? Because I don't love you.
She wanted to fuck free.
I don't love you.
So if you love the person...
Maybe you understand that? I think maybe that's what it is.
So if you love the person, then you don't mind them.
I don't know how it's been a long time. I don't love you. So I don't, what are we, if you're not going to put me like that, that's not going to make me love you. And she's rolling all the shit, doing all these goddamn big robots.
It's so funny because I just had this conversation with somebody the other day. I don't remember who it was. I think it was one of my female friends though. And one of them was like, you know, these young niggas just don't know how to fuck. They just want to be like,
right? Yeah.
That's what Madison wants.
Yeah, they don't know how to just kind of like.
I don't have a pussy. I don't have a pussy. Isn't that what you have to do? You're in an asshole. I know it may feel something in your face, but I don't have a pussy. So don't come here, right? Because you're going to get that meatloaf bitch back there. You're going to get that meatloaf bitch you keep grinding for, bro.
See, I like a mixture of both.
I'm okay. I don't love you. Craig, I don't love you.
I mean, I ain't got to love you.
Nah, listen, if I'm gonna let you lay there rolling me like that, I gotta really get into it.
Hey.
Like, you're not gonna lay there and just rolling me like that. You keep rolling around, I'm trying to get some smaller than that. You just
brown beef.
You keep rolling at me like that. Why are you rolling at me like this, girl? No, that's why I be telling you today.
Okay, you want some griffin. You want some help for 38. Go get you a cunt and lay there and do that all night.
I can't lay here. I refuse to lay here and let you rearrange the lining in my ass.
Well, that's what they doing with all of that damn pounding.
No, that is not. I like to fuck. Man. I like to fuck. Fuck.
So you're gonna take the new line.
I ain't gonna need no new line. I'm gonna need a new line with you put all that rope and shit. Spinning the motherfucking dick around there. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Spinning the dick around there. Shit already 24 inches long, bitch. Way up here in the bottom of my nose. Bitch, I feel all that. Spinning that motherfucking dick like this. No. I didn't get you a woman. Why didn't get you a female? Let's go motherfucking goddamn lady and let's go ahead and do that. What?
I mean, like I said, I like a mixture of both. Like sometimes I want to get into all of that, but then sometimes you know you just want
to. Out. I done had a boy come out here. I be like, boy, get out of here. Why aren't you rolling on me like this? Ain't no rhythm in rolling.
Sometimes you just want to get in an impulse.
No, sometimes I want to do that, right? But I want to do I like it. You see that? Like a frog. That motherfucker put your feet in that bed. And that motherfucker frog like that. That's the motherfucking frog. You see that? That's a, you see that right there? This is that man's pelvis. This is the legs back here. You see that frog right there? You see that? Bringing that motherfucking dick up and putting it back in that thing like that, doing that. I have a prostate. Touch it. Touch that bitch and touch it and come back. Touch it and come back. And when it's time to touch it, go all the way up to Oh.
Really bad.
Oh. Touch it and go back. All it's doing is get off of me.
So wait, Maggie, so if you have one of the four guys come over.
It's one of them.
Yeah, if you have one of the four guys so if they end up doing the rubbing thingy,
I don't allow them to return.
Really?
No. It's aggravating. I don't love none of them.
So, Mo, what you doing? You slow, you banging, what you doing?
They like. Go for what your partner. If your partner
Of course.
If your partner says,
like I've had a girl that said she doesn't like just like the slow thing. I'll do the slow thing.
Okay, do the slow thing.
There are girls
but
that
I'm gonna be in your I'm gonna have that shit like this.
Oh my God.
Oh, we did that.
You're enjoying this.
I'm gonna have them hands tied and back. Stop. I think I'm
What else was it saying? You fucking like a dude. You being retired from the job, honey. Right. You may have retired from the job, but you still wear your uniform. You know what I'm saying? It's still here, really. Right. Oh my God. I mean, if I'm really horny and I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. That's talking about Kurt. We're talking about all the things that we want to talk about tonight. Tonight we're having a sexual conversation tonight.
Right.
You could be the specific today.
They want us to talk about what?
We've been weaving them in between.
We've been in and out of that.
But this is our show, so we talk about what we want to talk about here. You can come back in 2 days. You can return in 2 days, but right now we're going to take this out to the sexual moment because it's late at night. Are we okay? All right, let's get back to the next topic.
Right.
So you were saying?
I was saying that you retired from the job, honey, but you still have that uniform.
I will tell you, Craig, I said this to you before. I have traumas.
Right.
And
I think that's part of it. I am not saying that there's anything wrong with having sex like that, but I think that you have sex like that exclusively because of that. Like, you're not even open to, because to be honest with you, if we're going to really be honest about it, the kind of sex that I'm talking about, the passionate kind of sex that's not just, it's moving in the direction of love, the feelings and emotions.
I don't want to love
and that's what I'm saying. And that's why you don't want to have sex like that.
I don't want
You
to
just
love
wanna
him.
fuck.
I don't want to love him. I don't want to love him.
You want to fuck.
Because they're not worthy of that.
And that's why a lot of folks just fuck.
They're not worthy of that. They're not worthy of the type of love that I give them.
Right.
They're not worthy of to receive that. You only receive the the less.
And it's the same way, like when we look on Twitter or when we're looking on whatever, when you see these people having sex, it's always like bang, bang, bang. There's no passion.
I mean, I can.
But that's not the end all be all when it comes to that.
I think a lot of people like this because it's a lot more, I would say, interesting, exciting.
I'm sorry?
Like, I think people like the.
Well, we're talking about me here, not people. So I'm sorry?
I mean, it's interesting when you're looking at it, when you watch it. But I can't even say it's always interesting when, and I don't really watch porn, but like, and I'm not on Twitter anymore. But every now and then, like if I would be on Twitter, you know how you could avoid sex on Twitter. I don't give a fuck who you following. Somebody was always going to reshare something. I would get kind of locked in. I'm watching it, but I would never really stay watching porn when it was like bang, 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 bang. Like I needed a little passion. I needed a little kissing and licking and turning and touching and licking on people's nipple and
you like on it?
like kissing and licking on their necks and it's sensual. But then you go back to the bang, 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 bang. But then you kind of slow it down again, like mixing it up. What I'm saying, like that's performative sex.
No, I'm not I'm enjoying it.
No, I'm not saying you're not enjoying it. I'm not saying you're not enjoying it, but what I'm saying is that's the kind of sex you have with your workers. I guess I'm always right.
Because I just think like you're not listening.
I am listening.
I don't think the persons are not working for that.
Correct, and
You're
that's
not
what I'm saying.
working to give myself.
And like, remember when you told me one time before, you said when you were working, you didn't make a habit of kissing.
So I didn't make a habit of kissing, and I also was like, girl, honey, listen, I'm also doing like kissing time too.
Right. So you didn't do the kissing though, because again, kissing oftentimes is a gateway to
don't slow down
intimacy
don't slow down
and emotion and feeling.
Okay, you're clear. Bring the driver's agency and I'll get to work on it.
Just that what I'm saying is like
Man, good work, y'all. This the start of something beautiful. I can feel it.
Outside. I didn't know that. That's a deal. Well, we did have just got through discussing my teeth, so I'm like, oh, this is something.
I mean, I'll smack your ass and shit like that, but like smacking somebody in the face. And I know some people like that. That's what it sounds like. That's all right. Let's give it call the police.
So the police help. Oh my God. Oh really? Yeah. Then someone that slapped my titty, you know about it, did it?
Got some cool stuff here for you. What can I get you? Lamar always been a goofy motherfucker for real. Stay strapped.
All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. Obviously, it is past my bedtime. Literally. Girl, he gonna hit me up all late and shit. Girl, bye.